Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. We are on the frozen map here on Out of Ore. I'm just going to go ahead and move some dirt for now and let some stuff process. Um, we're going to need to blast over here, looks like. I hope you guys are doing well. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do have 3 playthroughs going right now for Out of Ore. We've got, this is the newest. The original is the Forest Hills. And then we have the hardcore Scandinavian map as well. So check them out. We are trying to save up to get the large excavator and a rock truck so we can start an open pit mine on this map. Alright, we're going to run some conveyors in here, the next set of hoppers here shortly. We'll try to hit this with the lift. This is going to be a lot of dirt here. Drop that in there and let that get processed out. So I want to run, we're going to run a conveyor up this side too and drop in this side over here. And then we're going to run conveyors this direction eventually, but I also want to run some straight back that we could drive over. Can't really do it yet. I'm not over far enough. But my goal is to have some conveyors right down the middle of the tunnel. I always have good ideas, I feel like, but they don't come out the way I want. I feel like the setup we got right here is a little bit overkill for what we're actually getting. Let's go back here. I do have some more floors queued up right now. I want to square this off. Oh crap. Jeez. Doesn't seem to want to clean that off there, does it? don't know why we're having so much problems with this. I'm trying not to dig a deep hole, but all right, let's go see if we're stuck. Let's go see what we got queued up there. So we got 25 floors. We're probably going to need more for sure on the floors. I'd like to bring it up level there. Let's go ahead and queue up 50 if we can. Alright, we're still good. Let's take these. We'll drop this. We got some beams and bolts here we can drop in. Got some barrels queued up there. We're going to put our stuff over here. We started putting together some foundations. Let's go and do 15 more. We're going to build us a spot to combine all this production. Let's go ahead and drop this in. I don't want to go past, might even drop this down one here. I don't want to go past this. So it's all solid rock. So we need to detonate some explosives over here. We probably got our detonator over here in storage. I've got a bunch of rubies and diamonds on me as well. We still got some leftover stuff, so I don't want to use Draymite to bust up the rocks. But let's go ahead and put these diamonds and rubies in here for now. We'll go to sell them, we'll grab them. We'll use Draymite when we're doing our next tunnel. Alright, so I didn't grab the detonator. What an idiot. So let's just get some of this cheaper info here. We're going to go to make sure we're on snap build for this. We're just going to put it right on the surface. This might be coal. All right. All right. Turns it into blasted rock. Which will a lot easier to scoop up. What do we got behind here? More pay dirt. Yep, okay. Pay dirt's not bad. We just don't want regular dirt. Regular dirt is not worth any money. I'm just using the keyboard for this, so it's a little tedious sometimes. I tried to use the controller, but I couldn't get the camera settings right. Alright, so this front one's pretty full. Alright, that was pretty good for cleaning up that corner there. That was pretty good. Cleaning up this edge. Alright, let's go queue up some more here. Whoa. Alright, we're not going to queue up anymore at the moment. Let's see what we need here. I don't want to go past this one up here, because again I want to run conveyors starting here. We need another edge scoop here on this a little farther up. And I think out here on the edge, yeah, I'm using we're using this. Oh crap. We're using the full blocks, that way we can ramp off of this if needed. Let's get us, we're almost there. I still think we're going to need more floors for sure. All right, let's let it save here. All right, let's go queue up some more. This should be cleared out by now. Yeah, okay. Getting a little more coal. I think aluminum and silicon are the high heat ones. I can't remember right off the rip. Again, I'm not sure what we did there when I was building the line, but something's not quite right. We can sell some of this gravel as well. Let's take that. Now, we don't have a lot of water. Because we don't need it here. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking. I think I do that every time. Alright. So we're going to take all this gravel out. We'll take this cement. Let's put it over here where it belongs. And then let's queue up 50 more floors. Alright. Let's sell this gravel. 62,000 a stack. All right. We'll add us some more iron here in a second. We're not going to run. Let's run this other soft stuff through first. Silver, copper, lithium, and gold. Let's run that through first. This is all queued up. That's fine. This is almost out, so let's queue up these here. Let's let that run. Let's go over and see how we're doing over here. Still stuff coming, as you can see. All good. Let's go ahead and run some of this through. let's grab the rest of that. Real good. All right, we got almost 2,000 steel. This is still processing. What do we got ready to go here? Diamonds, rubies. Let's grab what we got in storage as well. Rubies. Let's see where we're at money-wise. It's going to take a little bit to run through. Let's go ahead and dig a little more dirt. We'll try to level this off here, this little ledge. Looks like we're just about there. Oh my goodness. I might want to turn the lamp on so I can see the keys, huh? Alright, let's see here. All right, so the plan is to run, once we get this filled out all the way to the edge here, is I want to run a tunnel up this middle section here. and we'll Dray-mite that. So let's grab that Dray-mite as well. So all this should be good, right? Oh, we already grabbed all that. It was this side we were waiting on. Let's, oh. All right, we'll have a couple left when we come back. That's okay. All right, let's sell off some stuff here. Let's drop our we're going to drop our steel. We got a lot of iron. We could sell some of the iron. Probably wouldn't hurt to have 2 stacks. Looks like we need a next stack of iron ore we get will just turn into steel. Alright, let's sell this stuff off here. So 1,400 rubies, 278, 899 diamonds, 166, 3,800 lithium, 674, 1,200 silver, 146, 2,300 copper, 158, 683 gold, 100,000, aluminum, 259, and silicon, 8,500. I think that was a separate stack. That puts us up at 7.7 million. Oh, we're supposed to grab this Dray-mite as well, right? Except I don't know where I'm at. So let's grab this. Let's finish off our floors here. Do 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 do. Probably better for snap mode when you're putting these floors down. And then on the end here, we'll need to go back to it's not going to like the digging during autosave, so we're going to hold off a second here. Let's go back to grid mode here. All right, so this is squared off the way I want it here. So now what I'm going to do is I want to build a power grid out here. That we're going to use like a centralized location for the power. We got some over there, but I want to get some out here away from the mountain, out here in the open, so we can use solar and then we'll pipe it in there, or we can use turbines is fine. So so the grid is kind of on an angle here. So if we go straight out, this is where our power tunnel is going to be because I want to bury everything. So if we're on grid build, we can go about right there. And that's going to be, our tunnel is going to be like too wide. So let's go ahead and start putting this down here. And we don't know how much power we're going to need yet. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to start dramiting down. Now we're on grid build, so if we click that, it will take it. Now remember, it's not going to hurt what you've already got down. Snap build, you're wasting a little bit of dramite, but it's kind of easier to see what you're doing. And we're going to fill this in. So first thing we're going to, this is just going to be a power tunnel. And if you did this on grid mode, it would probably make it more consistent, I guess. Might be the right way to do it. Alright, we're a little too far away here. Starting to get away from it here a little bit. Alright. We still got, as long as we're still seeing concrete there, we're not too far. Oh, we got a little ways to go here. Alright, so we're here. So what we want to do, I want to make, this is our other tunnel, and we could actually connect these. It's not a horrible thing here. What I want to do is I want to put blocks in this corner here. And it's on snap build, and it really should be grid mode again. Okay. So I want it to be too high. Then we're going to be doing walls like this. And then we're going to be doing walls this way as well. Let's put a few floors in here. Once you got your floors in, the Dramite will not hurt your stuff. Okay. Let's go back to here. So I want it too wide. Back to red build. So I think, let's go back to snap here till we can't go to snap. There we go. Alright, so we're going to do some walls here. So we're going to now let's do, we're going to leave this open for now. Whoop. So what we're going to do is we're going to run walls down, not the actual and again, Dramite will not hurt our structures. We're about out of walls as well. So we're going to need walls, Floors. We've only got 7 blocks left, but blocks are probably not a priority. Oh, I didn't have anything queued up either, so let's do floors, walls, floors, walls, blocks. And we're still good there, so we'll take these two. That's not going to help us much. We'll go ahead and dig some more dirt. I think I did go a little crazy with these. So if we need to, we can put some of these down over the hole for now. Just so we can drive over them, but we should be good. We'll dig around a little bit and let that other stuff process. Yeah, we got a pretty big hole over here we don't want to drive into. We're trying to get 8.5 million free and clear. That'll give us the large excavator, or I should say the huge excavator, and the biggest rock truck in the game. Now, one of the things I'm not going to do in this game is I'm not going to make multiple processing plants, even though this one really has it has a lot to be desired. It's not perfect, but my plan is to not have 3 or 4 processing plants like I do on some of the other playthroughs. We're going to do an open pit mine, but we're going to truck this stuff here. At some point we should start seeing solid rock again, which we might have just got. Probably should put another one of these beside this one. That'll speed it up as well. So that'll double the production speed there. Let's go ahead and drop in what we got. We got all that right, yeah. Well, this one is done. There's nothing in this one. I probably don't have much here, but we can queue it up anyway. Regardless, doesn't make sense to have something not running. That'll take 38 minutes, and that'll take 80 some minutes, so that's over an hour. So you want to get those processing as quickly as possible. You don't want anything idle if you can help it. So we're going to run this out first with what we got here. Let's go back to snap build, which we're on. Again, Draymite deletes material, which is what you're going to want in this situation. Now you could dig this out with the an excavator or whatever. So we're just going to use walls. Oh my goodness. Talking about crooked. Yeesh. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. Stuck on the dynamite. That'll cost us some extra concrete to fill that in, but oh well. Looks like we got to move that back as well. I guess we'll know more as we bring this back. Let's use our 11 floors here. And then we'll go. Alright, so yeah, this will have to go back one. This is our right side, then we'll have another side over there, so we'll have to take this back one. Cools you off a little bit seeing all this snow, right? Alright. Let's go. Jeez. We'll make us an exit down there as well. Let's drop this regular dirt in. That'll sell. We could also just sell it, but let it run it through the plant there. All right. So I'm probably going to do is let's queue us up some stairs real quick, and then we'll come back to this. All right, let's see if we can do 3 stairs. And 3 doors. We'll let that process. Guys, we're getting ready to call it an episode here. We're already over an hour, but let's run out what we got here. I'm going to go back to snap build for this part. I've already got those on there, so. We'll work on finishing up this side. We started with 77. I still don't think that's going to be enough. Again, you don't have to have walls. I'm just going to make a power tunnel. Kind of did it a little bit on that other side over there, and I liked it. I liked how it looked. We went through all that stuff pretty quickly. I'll have to queue up some more here. We'll use these out of here and these power cables. Let's grab the steel out of here because I didn't think we had much, and let's drop that in here so we can see what we got here. I will AFK it a little bit today just to keep it going. So we're out of cement. We got more processing here. We got plenty queued up. Again, I'm going to AFK to let it stack up a little bit. Yeah, I forgot to grab our other stuff here. Let's grab these. Okay. Now what I want to do, I don't want to do that. Oh, well, it doesn't. No, because that's where the power is going to be. The power is going to have to come down next to the stairs there. All right. We got 30 floors. Let's run these out. Okay, so we got those. We still got some walls to bring down. Not a lot yet. All right, let's run some of this where we can see here. All right. And then we're going to start running our floors up here as well. All right. All right, so we'll run a pole here. Let's go ahead and so we're just going to use the biggest one we got, which is 5,400, right? So we're going to start that one there, and that'll be the one that we hooked into. And then we'll run one of these. And that's how we'll drop it down under our, and then we'll run those along our tunnel here. Guys, I do appreciate you hanging out with me next time. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can see the, and turn on that notification bell so you can see the next episode of this map. I do appreciate you. Until next time, have fun digging that dirt. I'm out of here.